Celtics. This will be the final game against them, so we can move to the second round. The second round is right here where I have my analog button at, and I have the third round and then the final round. All we gotta do is stay focused, so whoever will win, we could finally go against them. But that's enough of me talking. I'm 3-0, and they're 0-3. So let's finish this round one, man. Let's finish this round one. Jason Tatum's a 93. Wow, bro. It's a 93. Last game.
Welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. And inside the locker room, you can sense the nervous energy around the postseason. This is what everyone's worked toward all year. And a potential closeout game here tonight. It's 3-0. Advancement to round 2 in the Eastern Conference at stake. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter, Allie LaForce. A look at the 76ers starting blue. Up front, it's Tucker at the floor, next to Embiid in the middle. Then there's Tobias Harris. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's Harris in at the point guard position. And for the Celtics, Brown and Tatum with the explosive wing pair. The two Williams are in the middle. Grant at the 4, Robert at the 5. And it's Smart in at the 1. Taking a look at Boston. They're on the brink of elimination here tonight. It's interesting. They've been pushed around and exposed in this series. This is a good chance for them to save face with the win. And so off the tip, it's Boston. Outside Tatum. Pass to Smart. It's Brown on the wing. And a miss there on the triple. Outside Maxey. Taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him. Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there. Now here's Tatum. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line from there. That one on Harris. Tatum does really everything, especially still down low. Fantastic. Drawing the defense into him and laying off the contact while he's going up for a shot. Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table. Pass to Embiid. And the shot is good. Harris making the play. Well, you know, there's only so much you can do against Embiid, guys. I mean, he's such a terrifically skilled offensive player with great size. I mean, he plays pretty much through any kind of contact. Now here's Smart. Outside, Brown. Over Tucker. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. Here's Harris. And that's good. His first bucket of the game. They're so smooth and fluid with the rock in his hands. It's clear Harris enjoys making these kinds of moves. I like watching him, too. Fantastic replay we just saw of the mobile one drive. And I love the way he played downhill on that drive. Love the attacking mentality in a close game. Boston, no good that time either. Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all. And Tucker gets it to go. Red hot so far, 4 for 4. Cooking with gas, couldn't draw it up any better. They've been having assists now tonight.
That's a nice soft touch from Embiid. Boy, he's so smooth for a guy this size. Going inside for him looks effortless.
And it's Tatum missing.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
That one goes in.
Using that strong upper body, Tucker can definitely play through contact.
Boston trailing. Timeout call. The Celtics. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Griffin, he's checked in for Williams. Gallinari comes in for Williams. Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for Jason Tatum. And Pritchard is subbed in for Smart. Gallinari's shot is off. For Philadelphia, they've gone a perfect 7 for 7. Here's Melton. Left to the wing. Under the shot. And he sinks the layup.
They're really working the paint now.
We've got 1:55 left in the first. Pass to Brown. Outside Brogdon. Here's Pritchard. Back to Brogdon. Austin again missing. And the 76ers with possession. They're on an 18-7 run. Milton passes to Thibault. A minute 20 left in the first quarter here.
Good. We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside. Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And Boston calls time here. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And it's Milton. That time on the assist from Melton.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all. And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Now here's Brogdon. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Gallinari. Thibault with the board. I like how they're controlling the pace, Grant.
Yeah, they must continue to build on this run. Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far. And you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Brown against Thibault. Up top, Brown. That's it. And they're pushing it up. Here's Melton. Oh, he hits it. The buzzer
Makes his selection just in time. Well done. What was really impressive there, though, guys, was that he could have rushed it and panicked, and yet he kept his cool and splashed it.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers out in front by 19 going into the break. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense.
Friday.
And we both will be back to game 4.
Friday.
Thanks for joining us. Boy, the 76ers at the top of their game, huh?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area. Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Take a look at the 76ers. Up front, it's Tucker at the 4, next to Embiid in the middle. Then it's Maxey, then there's Tobias Harris, and it's Harris in at the point. Boston on offense. Outside Brogdon. Inside. Maxey. Over Brogdon. And here's another one for the Sixers.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Tatum passes to Williams. Lets it go for 14. Controls the rebound. Williams has got 4 points in the quarter.
Big time effort on the glass.
And when you have a touch that soft, those tip-ins are easier to make.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
Harris against Smart. On the take, and it goes in for the goal.
I'll tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and play. He gets them going.
White, he's checked in for Malcolm Brogdon. Korkmaz is checked in for the Sixers. Second quarter basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Smart outside. White on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Williams finds White, shoots over Maxey. Can't hit that one. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Harris outside. Korkmaz on the wing. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. Pass to Tatum. Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Wow, I'm surprised. I thought that was definitely automatic.
Maxey passes to Harris. Korkmaz on the wing. Uses the glass on the layup. Korkmaz has got his first 2 points. And another look at the mobile one drive as he put it into overdrive.
You're toasting the defense and getting in close. Don't take possessions like that one all day.
White against Maxey. It's Smart on the wing. Pass to Williams. He can't get that one to fall. Embiid with a nice defensive effort to the middle. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
And timeout call for the Celtics.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. They don't drive any coach nuts.
Hey, Wonder, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Gallinari, he's checked in for Boston. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Harrell's checked in. Up again. Oh, hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Williams has got 6 points in the quarter.
Excellent awareness of where to be on the offensive board. He did it in great position.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 7 for 8 now in the second quarter. And Harris gets it to go on the assist from Maxey. Harris has got 8.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
There's Tatum with the 3. Sure, from 3-point range. He's got 5.
You know, a focal point for Tatum early on, increase the consistency from deep. And he's done that with a lot of lab work.
Harris. Tatum pulls it in.
Gotta move past that one. They wanted to take that again.
But, you know, I hear you. That's a good look. But when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
That's a little bit there, and you gotta handle it.
Let he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
White for three. Rebound by the 76ers.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game is going.
Harris's shot is good. For Boston, they've gone just 5 of 12 here in the second quarter. Back to Pritchard. Pass to Gallinari. Here's Pritchard. The three is up. And it's Harrell with a rebound.
Look, I know he wanted to answer with a three of his own, but you gotta play smarter. Play your game, not theirs.
Harris has really become much more adept at finishing hard shots. Great focus there.
Here's Pritchard, pounded by Harris. Back to Pritchard. To the inside. Here's Gallinari. 6 to shoot. Oh, the offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Harris on the attack. Yes. And it's Harrell with the assist. Harris has got 11 points in the quarter.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective of contributions from everybody.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a gigantic 33-point lead at the close of the quarter. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Well, thank you guys. Dr.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show. Hello again. Welcome to our postseason halftime show. Ernie Johnson along with Diesel. Taking a look at the 76ers. This game has been a continuation of the dominance they've shown throughout the season. That about
Thanks for joining us again for round one of the NBA playoffs. The two Williams are in the middle. Grant at the 4, Robert at the 5. Brown and Tatum are the explosive wing pairs. And it's Smart in at the 1. That's the Boston 5.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
That was another look at our Mobile One drive of the game just a moment ago.
And this is exactly what you love to see. Up big, not letting up, keep on applying pressure to their defense.
A fantastic defender. And he was consistent, not only blocking shots, but going after them as well, especially when he's in the air.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will of taking control on the glass.
And so it looks like it's the Philadelphia ball. Boston on D. Harris finds Embiid. Tucker with the ball. Williams defending. Back to Embiid. And he draws a foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
I don't care how strong you are, how big you are, what you think you can do. Embiid is a load to handle. Joel will get to him. 2 shots.
And Embiid drops them both. Here's Tatum. 5 points in the game. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They can really use a basket.
Williams shot is good.
You know, after starting 0 for 3 this half, they finally get one down.
Here's Tucker. That falls. Nice setup by Harris. Harris has got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Tatum passes to Williams. Now Brown. To the paint. Oh, stolen by Embiid. Fast break, Philadelphia. Here's Harris. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. Harris has got 12 points in the game.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
Throws it up high. Out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia's so here is Philadelphia. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. And the shot goes in. Melton's got his third basket on the night right there.
He hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Milton against Smart. Outside for Brogdon. 5 to shoot. Boston, no good that time either.
And I'm sure this isn't how they drew it up at the half. Only 1 for 5 here in the third quarter.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. Milton's got his second bucket on the night.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Brogdon, the pass to Smart. Over Milton. Boston, no good that time either. Now Philadelphia with it. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Bible, that's good.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Brogdon, the pass to Smart. And Embiid with the block. Milton against Smart. Down low. Outside Tucker. Pass to Milton. Back to Tucker. Lays it up and bangs it in. Tucker's got 8.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Outside, Williams. And no good. Close on that one. So he'll shoot 2. That one on Tucker. Free throw drops from Williams. And some changes here for the Celtics. Gallinari comes in for Tatum. And it's White in for Smart. The 76ers also with a sub. Niang's checked in. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 7 of 8 shots to fall in the third quarter so far. On the wing, Milton.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Soft touch off the glass. Milton's gotten 4 this quarter.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Pass to Williams. And here's Gallinari. The 3. And Williams launches it home.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Up top, Gallinari. Milton against White. 4 on the clock. Can't get it to go.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
Bible, that's good.
Strong pass there to set up the basket.
Boston's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Outside White. Gallinari inside. He's against Tucker. Offensive rebound. Here's Philadelphia. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Here's Niang. And he banks in the layup. Niang's gotten his second bucket.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Williams finds White. Outside for Brogdon. And it goes out of bounds. That went off target.
Didn't make the catch. Didn't look for all the 2 seconds. He must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
With 1 on the clock. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers way out of reach with an enormous lead as we Boston, they're shooting just 24% in this one. Not great. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. We've got Furkan Korkmaz. He's out there with Shake Milton. Daniel House out there with Montrezl Harrell. And it's Reed in at the power forward position. Philadelphia with the ball. Now here's Milton. Oh, and makes it with a kiss.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Back to White. Here's Salmovich. Rebound by the 76ers. And out of bounds, Boston will have it. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
You know that block has him and his teammates all pumped up. That is what playoff basketball is all about.
Here's Pritchard, covered by Milton. Griffin outside. Back to Pritchard. Right side White. Here's Pritchard, covered by Milton. Jackson on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Offensive board. Here's Griffin. Goes up again. And he takes it up and lays it in. Griffin's got his first basket.
Always with good instincts on the glass. Griffin finding a way to impact this game.
Here's Korkmaz. He's guarded by White. Korkmaz, good.
He doesn't have the focus of some guys, but he does see everything, including that opening.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Jackson outside. Good D by Harrell. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Oh, got that one up quick.
These defenders really need to man up, particularly in the lane.
Boston has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Jackson on the wing. Back to Pritchard. Pass to Salmovich. Here's Pritchard. Fires for 3. Korkmaz pulls it in. Here's Milton. Oh, he's locked in. Dreams his fifth shot in as many attempts.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggression.
Here's Pritchard. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Harrell's got 4 rebounds in the game. To the left side wing. Here's House. No good with the triple. Boston shooting a top 22% from the field so far. Pass to Jackson. There's the 3. Rebound by the 76ers.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
Here's House. Gets the 3 to fall. House has got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Jackson, left side. Looking to win the throw. That one rolls around and rims out.
I mean, he's yet to make a shot this quarter. At some point, you got to look for other ways to impact the game.
Pass to Reed. Over White. And here's another one for the Sixers.
Assist from Shake Milton.
Here's Pritchard. Jackson on the wing. This is the layup.
And they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
1:36 left in the final quarter. Pritchard, no good.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. this is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Yeah, they pick up 2.
These guys really stepped up and played their hearts out to finish the series on their terms. So it's going to be on to the next round for the 76ers.
Their unbelievable shooting was probably the biggest difference tonight, but they also got stops.
Yeah, great effort on offense. Now, they worked for good shots. They were stingy defensively as well, but just really impressive.
They just owned this series from the start. A clean sweep and a dominant showing from them.
Yeah, super impressive. They took a hold of this series from the jump and just never took their foot off the accelerator.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Jay.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
Boston's got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the 4th. 0 for 4. Here's Jackson. Boston again missing.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already ready for the exit.
And they won the battle on the board so far, and the scoreboard reflects that.
Well, the effort level they've had has been outstanding. Hard to keep a team down when they play with that much energy.
Here's Korkmaz. He's guarded by White. Korkmaz, good.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
And you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
They've won it. Next up, conference semifinal. And they delivered an epic performance, sweeping this best-of-7 series.
That's what you want to do. Get out of the first round as quickly as possible. Now the road gets a little harder.
And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference Quarterfinals. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. So long, everybody.
Alright guys, so we won against the Boston Celtics, but now who's on verse? Alright, it's the Toronto Raptors, okay. And then the final round will be against the third round, and then whoever wins in the third round goes to the finals. But yeah, man, I've been enjoying this gameplay. Hopefully we can make it to the finals of the end. And if we do, then, you know, that'd be cool and everything. So we are number 1, so that's a good thing. But if y'all enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Trying to post this every day, every week when I have free time. Catch you guys in the next video. Round 2, baby.